All right, Garrett Johnson here with Dustin Johnson. Dustin, when I think about practice for you, like I see you with the putting mirror and just getting ready, and for you, what is the focus of putting when it comes to practice?
Well, I mean, putting is at least a little more than a third of your strokes probably throughout a round. So I'm actually probably more than that. I mean, I don't know exactly how much, but it's a big part of the game. If you play well, generally you putt well. It's just how it goes. So for me, yeah, I mean, if I putt good, I play good. It's just pretty simple.
Does it help to have the start line dialed in though with the mirror, and what helps you mentally?
Yeah, I mean, obviously starting on line is a big part of it. Especially this week and then going into next week, which are really undulated, really fast greens. So, it's a lot of feel, but you got to start it where you're looking, and you got to have a lot of imagination too putting. I think this week is pretty decent prep. For going into Oakmont next week, which obviously has probably some of the toughest greens in the world.
But say that again.
Yeah, trying to putt on a lot of slope, but these greens are big. They're undulated. They got a lot of slope. You're gonna have a lot of pins that are in some slopes. Obviously, it's not the same as Oakmont, but it's pretty good prep. Fairways are narrow. It's got deep rough, but it's a good challenge.
Yeah. How do you feel the player that you are right now versus 9 years ago when you won at Oakmont? How do you look at that?
I mean, that was a long time ago. The game feels pretty good. It's not obviously where I want it to be. I'm seeing it's trending in the right direction. But yeah, it was a long time ago. But I'm seeing a lot of good things. Even obviously the PGA, my score did not reflect the way that I played. It was all the putter. Even on the back nine on the first round was, I played actually pretty well and then just putted horrendously bad. So I've been spending a lot of time working on the putting and just trying to get it back to where it should be.
What's been helping you with the putter specifically?
Just some practice. I went back to old putter, just a regular
Spider
that I've been putted with for a long time, and gives me a little bit of confidence. I know what it does, and so it's just all about getting some good reads and hitting putts where you're looking.
This putter, was it one that
No,
what years is it from? What do you say?
This is a new one, but it's the same exact thing, same neck and same loft and lie. So they're all. I mean, putters. I feel like are pretty easy to replicate versus like other clubs, I think.
Speaking of other clubs, when you get on the range, like how long is your warm-up range session typically? What do you try to accomplish with that?
Well, just warming up for like a tournament round is just kind of going through. Spend most of my time wedges and just trying to get loose and just getting prepared for the round.
And is it usually 25 minutes or so, or how long do you want it?
I'm like a little over an hour
on the range.
Just putting and hitting balls. Usually about an hour, 15 minutes.
What about when we have wind? Like, how does that affect the way you go into a warm-up session? Like, is there anything mentally going into a round knowing you're playing the wind?
No, I mean it's still the same. I mean you still got to hit golf shots, hit them solid. And wind doesn't really bother him too much.
Last couple things. When you get to thick rough like Oakmont, what's the mentality? As you're going to be in the rough, is it like chipping around the green, just knowing how it releases on that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Or
I mean, rough at Oakmont. I mean, if you drive it in the rough, you got to chip it down the fairway. So a lot of time working on wedges because if you're missing the fairway, you're gonna have to wedge it close, and you're gonna try to have to make par that way, but. And around the greens, it's just a lot of practice on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, getting a feel for how the ball is going to come out of the rough.
Just reading the lies, or.
Yep. I mean, it's because they're all going to be a little bit different. So just a lot of practice.
I know you spent some time in Ireland over the years before the Open Championships. You would go over at times and get used to links golf. How excited are you for Portrush and how that matches up with you?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it last time we were there. Obviously, the week before we're playing Valderrama, which is fine. It's a great golf course, and it's not links, but I'll get Portrush Sunday night, and get a lot of prep in. But I'll be on the time zone, which is I think most important, and I'll get plenty of prep done.
Do you like how links golf suits your game overall, and what you remember from Portrush?
I've always enjoyed it. I think you got to be very creative, hit a lot of different shots, and yeah, I enjoy playing it.